hey, I might be able to build a model that actually works that somebody else is willing to pay for. So measure your value, not just the income that's coming in your business, because your first asset, not just earning the paycheck.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to achieve your first million? And today we have Mike Milan with us, better known as Cash Flow Mike. Is one of the nation's leading experts in cash flow and business financial strategy, with a track record of building 14 companies and training more than 25,000 business owners, bankers, and accountants. Mike has become a go-to rescue for anyone who wants to understand the numbers and grow with confidence. And he's also the creator of Clear Path to Cash Systems. So, Mike, tell us, what are the 5 steps that entrepreneurs need to do in order to sell the first million?
Hey, I've got to tell you, first of all, live from San your show, I knew this was going to happen. So I took the time to go ahead and those 5 steps. So the first thing is start with the end in mind, right? So that's with the end in mind. If I've never hit a target that I've set, well, that I can set to begin with, and let's just say it's a million. Let's go ahead and put it there. What does it look like to how long do we have to take it? It could be 6 months. I mean, it could be 5 years, but there's a end in mind and you have to visualize it. And I'll tell you what, Harry, money goal, right? Money is just a tool to do whatever it is you want to do next. And when I look at what I'm trying to do with this, I feel like I'm in the dream fulfillment business, right? Because everybody we talk to go to work, they want to actually do something past work. They want to do something instead of work. So, what I try to do is help people get to their dream, and if it's $1 million, and that helps us motivate it. So, I want to start with the end in mind first. The second, build that profitable core, right? When we're talking about a profitable core, we're talking about, am I really solving a problem? I look first at somebody's value proposition. By that is there's two distinct things in a value proposition. It's what's the promise that client and why should they get it from you? Those are two big questions you've got to ask of what I'm going to do. And here's why I think you should buy it from me rather than core, that you're pricing things right, you're covering your cost, you're funding what I call you, which is going back to the end so we can fund the end. So all of these things have that's the first 2 steps. I mean, you want me to keep going or you want to just kind of you've got some
Keep,
thoughts on
keep going, keep going
all right.
because it's looking amazing.
All
We
right.
have a great
Good. All right.
start.
Next thing, the third step is master cash flow. It doesn't matter how much profit you have. I've had profit. If you've ever said this, if you run into business and go, "Hey, I'm making," if you've said that, that means you're making money on paper and you just never made it to the banking timing issue. So one of the things I want people to think about is the actual business, right? How long does it take? So you can look at your business in two different ways. One is with activities, right? How does money actually get developed? We sell, then we spend the cash coming in vertically. And then you've got the horizontal piece. How long does it take to do that? How long does inventory sit on the shelf? Or uh, how often do my customers pay me? Those type of things. So all of those have to work in. And I've developed techniques to help people either find where it's leaking or one is mining your business for hidden cash. The other is the fast money formula, and it's all about optimization, right? So start with the end in mind, build a profitable core, and master cash flow. Is scale what works, drop what doesn't, right? Scale what works, drop what doesn't. An idea just because you're in love with it, right? Just if it's not working, you're just going to be throwing money at a problem that you're not solving for anybody. You've got to go down and invest where you think it scales the fastest. So don't just be married to an idea. If it doesn't work, let it go, move on to something else. So I think maybe even on your podcast, you have to fail fast, right? Because other than that, it costs you money. Right? So it costs less money. And then lastly, this is interesting. I said up front that I built 14 companies. Just because, doesn't mean the value or the $1 million you're going to make is going to come from sales. It could be from the value of the business itself. Whereas, I was in the beginning to make money, I flipped businesses. You've seen people flip real estate. You could do, and that's another way to get to $1 million. So don't just put it in your head. The only way I can get to $1 million, it's, hey, I might be able to build a model that actually works that somebody else is willing to pay for. So measure your value, not just the income that's coming in your business, because your first asset, not just earning the paycheck.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.